Hello, this is Edwin, Dearborn, another edition of Caffeinated Content where we talk about those great business ideas over that hot cup of coffee. And today I'm at Magnum Coffee, right across the street from McCarran International Airport here in fabulous Las Vegas. There's a lot of money to be made by putting people together, and this is one of the benefits of being a connector. What I mean by a connector is there's certain types of individuals in business that are not just good at closing or developing business, but they're really good at putting people together within their network. They put deals together, they put partnerships together, they are able to find the right people to fit with the right projects and put those people in teams or relationships, and as a result, you're able to make money. Maybe they hire you as the marketing guy, a sales guy, maybe even get a piece of the action. But there's definite money in putting people together. Now I know this because I did an analysis of every opportunity that I currently have on the table. And I looked at, okay, where did I originally meet them? What was the point of contact that brought them to the table with me? And number two, where is the other person that I brought to the table? How did I meet them? So what I'm doing here is I'm tracking the source of how I met these individuals as well as how I put these people together. So one example is I met somebody through LinkedIn 5 years ago. I reached out to that person, I sent them an invitation, I grabbed their email, I put them in my email database, I sent them content over and over and over. About a year later, we started to actually get into communication. I did a small project, and then over time, he continued to get my content, and we did more and more projects. While that relationship was developing, I was also developing a relationship with somebody on Facebook. So again, I was doing a little project, a little bit of money, nothing major, but it was just enough to do some work together. So I'm developing these two independent relationships. One is a result of my content on Facebook. The other relationship is because I met them on LinkedIn. Well, the person on LinkedIn then started a call center. And the person I met on Facebook said, hey, we're looking at developing a call center. I said, funny enough, I just met somebody who does that. Let me make the introduction. So here we are, a trajectory of two relationships that I've met both on social media that have nothing to do with each other, except one develops one way, another relationship develops another, and they just seem to happen to match. Well, guess what? We're putting together probably the biggest deal in my life because of these two introductions that I've made, and then bringing them together. Think about that. So now you may be developing relationships in business, social media, through email, through your content, that you have no idea where that relationship may land you 3, 4, 5 years from now. And this is why I tell people it is so important to keep nurturing and expanding your reaches. So if I'm expanding the quantity of my network, I'm getting more and more people to connect with me on social media. I'm growing my email database, as well as I'm bringing value to those connections through great content, engaging content, sometimes even controversial content, because I don't tend to avoid those. And so that galvanizes people around me and my message because I'm saying things to this ever-growing network of individuals. Now, those individuals may reach to me for one particular project that they think that I would fit, but then as we connect and develop a relationship and I discover what's going on, I go, you know what, I've got this individual over here. I'm not good at that, but I know somebody who's really good at that. You mentioned that you needed a call center. You mentioned that you needed an accountant. You mentioned that you wanted to start a new business with a partnership. Let me see if I can structure a connection with somebody. And when you really perform the duty as someone who brings people together and makes sure that those fits are correct, they're ideal, that you're putting the right people in for the right job, you can actually make money doing that, right? Not only that, when you bring powerful people together and they know that you're the one that brought them together, they're going to look to you in the future once again going, hey, you really did well by me on this end. Do you have somebody else? Because I'm looking for this. And you go, sure, but I would like a piece of the action. I would like to be involved in that project somehow. Would that be okay? Well, they know the value of you bringing team members on board. So of course they want you part of the next project. You see, grow your database, engage your database, and that database may be through email, personal contacts, live contacts, social media contacts, however you reach and touch the hearts and minds of individuals, and then continue to bring value in terms of your content. It may not even be the content you create, maybe you curate it and send it out to others, but you become the gatekeeper of information and opportunity. I have found that most of my big deals are coming this way, through these partnerships by bringing the right people together. My job is to go out and create the relationships, create the value, galvanize their attention towards me, and then see where I can put people together and get a piece of that action. It's working out very, very well for me, and I suggest that you deploy a similar strategy in a way that makes sense in context to what you're trying to do in your business life. If you have any questions about how I could potentially help you with this strategy, please reach out to me, and I'd love to see if we could work together. Have a great day. Bye-bye.